If you're interested in learning how to mix different brands on a scrapbook page, you're in for a treat. Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today I'll share some of my tips for combining scrapbook kit pieces and how to make a well-balanced page that records your favorite vacation memories. On today's project, I will be using the Seaside Escape Kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. This is a great collection for summer. There are bold patterns from Echo Park, vintage travel designs from 49 Market, and softer outdoor mountain prints from Coco Vanilla. The kit also includes a set of puffy alphas, wherever chipboard words and phrases, great escape die cuts, and a 12 by 12 beach themed sticker sheet. As I create today's project, I'll bring in a few additional supplies. As always, I encourage you to use what you have in your collection, but if you would like a list of the items I'm using, I've added links to each product in the description below, along with a link to this kit. I'm going to start with this awesome background from 49 Market and use it to bring out all the colors of the photo from our trip through New Mexico. Let's take a look at all the colors I have here. In the photo, I have red, green, and blue, and on that background, I have blue and yellow. Since my focal point is the photo, I need to emphasize the green and blue, and I'm going to do that with two of the 4x4 cut-apart cards. I'm going to place these behind my photo. The two cards are from the Echo Park collection, and you can see how much that photo pops off the page with these two colors layered behind it. Now I want to bring in some grounding elements. I'm going to grab from my collection of pattern papers and choose some paper strips that match the photo. I have this soft blue color, which is one of the main colors in the photo. Above it, I'm going to add some of this cherry red color to match the sign. This Echo Park pattern also has some small bits of yellow that match the color on the background paper. Between the two, I'm going to add some more green. The sign is an integral part of the story, and I want to make sure that it stands out. At this point, we've already combined two different collections, one from 49 Market and one from Echo Park. The Echo Park pieces are a little more playful, while the 49 Market has a rustic vintage feel. I need to connect these a bit, so I'm going to bring in another pattern from 49 Market. This map will bring in some more of the blue, and it has a more structured feel like the stripes in my pattern paper. To add to the rustic mixed media look, I'm going to remove a few pieces from my background pattern and place the map design behind it. I'm using a water brush to help control the tearing. I just draw the lines with the brush, let the water soak in a moment, and tear the paper along the lines. The paper is also easier to roll while it's wet, and as it dries, the rolled portion stays in place. I'm going to place one part of the map design near my photo so that it brings focus back to the picture, and I'm going to add another torn element up here in the left corner. This will give me a space to add a few embellishments. It's also beneficial to create an element on the left side of the page that draws the eye to the focal point on the right. Most people read from left to right. So if I place an item here, where the eyes naturally start, I can create a design that draws the eyes to the right side of the page. All right, so I have glued all of these in place. I'm going to trim this up, and then I'll add a little more to this background before I adhere everything in place. As I said, this background has a mixed media look, and I need a way for it to blend with the more whimsical colors on the Echo Park papers. To do that, I'm going to add some circular stencil designs with expanding mousse. I'm going to place most of the design around my photo and some near the top corner. Nuvo Expanding Mousse has a metallic-like shine when you add it to a page. It can be used just like normal mousse and left to dry with that soft sheen. Or you can heat it and create some texture and dimension. After quickly applying this with a silicone brush, I'm going to bring in my heat tool to create a bubbled texture. The heat not only expands the mousse, it also takes away some of the shine. Let me show you what this looks like before I add the heat and after. Now, I added a very thin layer, so there isn't much expansion, but the texture and matte color is very noticeable in the heated mousse, and I really like how that looks. All right, I'm going to finish this up and then I'll show you how the rest of the page comes together. Off camera, I backed my page in a deep blue to bring focus to the photo. I distressed the edges of the background pattern, and I'm doing the same with the paper strips that I'm placing below the photo. This creates some cohesiveness between the 49 and Market patterns and the bright Echo Park pieces. Choosing from a mix of pattern papers is easy for me, but selecting embellishments from multiple collections takes a little more thought. I'm going to be pulling from 3 collections: Echo Park, 49 and Market, and Cocoa Vanilla. Once again, I'm going to refer to the colors on the layout and use them as my guide. Since this was a road trip, I'm going to add this little yellow bug to my page. It has a surfboard on the top, which I don't need, but that can be easily removed with a pair of scissors. I'm going to create a little scene here with the car and a road sign. I'm also going to add a little map die cut with a yellow X. To bring some more green to the page, I'm going to add some leaves. These are from the 49 and Market laser cuts in last month's Not Just for Boys kit, but you could also cut out leaves from this pattern paper and use those instead. The leaves are going to create a nice frame around the photo and blend with the other items I added. I have discovered that florals and leaves can be used with just about any collection, and they add a natural element to a design. As I finish adhering these in place, I would love it if you took a moment to tap the subscribe button or thumbs up icon to let me know that you're enjoying this project. I also appreciate each one of your comments, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you leave in the comments below. To bring some more of the red color to my page, I'm going to add this chipboard word below the photo. And I'm going to add some more of that color above with these 2 tags. At this point, I've added an Echo Park car sticker, a Cocoa Vanilla sign and map, and 49 and Market leaves, title, and tags. Even though it's a mix of elements, they all play well together. The map, sign, and photo all have blue hues, so I'm cutting this sticker in 2 to place it at the top here. And I'll bring some more of the red color to the page with this sticker that says Good Summer Vibes. Below my photo, I'm going to add some more blue with this chipboard element. This phrase says New Adventures. I'm also going to grab a little arrow phrase in blue that says this. I'll use it to cover the tree on that circle sticker at the top, and I'll bring in some more yellow with this little sun. Now I have a nice frame of elements around my photo using items from all three collections. All the colors match well together, they blend beautifully with the background, and they make the photo the focal point of the page. I'll finish off this design with some leaves and a phrase on the left side. Again, I'll bring in all the colors from around the photo so that it creates a nice cohesive design. I'm going to finish this up and then I'll share the completed page with you. At the beginning of the video, I asked you if you wanted to learn how to mix and match multiple collections on a layout. Often we purchase a kit, use all the components on one page, then we have all these leftovers that we don't know what to do with. My goal was to show you how to combine all those leftover pieces from multiple kits on one project. I started out with the colors in my photo and background paper, selected elements to help tell the story in those chosen colors, and combined the pieces in a way that created a cohesive design. I hope this inspired you to give these techniques a try. I'm going to share a few photos of this project so that you can see all the lovely details. For today's project, I used a kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. It was a mix of Echo Park, Cocoa Vanilla, and 49 and Market, all great collections for your vacation photos. Of course, each of these collections can be used separately when you create your projects. But today, you learned how easy it is to combine them to create beautiful pages. By following these simple tips that I shared, you will be able to design a unique layout to record your memories. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions about this project or the supplies I used, feel free to post those in the comments below. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.